Hello everyone, welcome back to Movies Reloaded. Today we are going over a movie from 2004 called Saw. This is one of the biggest horror thrillers there is. So with no more hold-ups, strap in and let's get into it. A man named Adam wakes up in a bathtub and finds his ankle chained to a water pipe. He calls for help around in the dark room when a voice comes from across the room saying that it is no use calling for help as he has already tried but found nothing. The man from across the room finds a switch and turns on the lights. With the room now bright, they see a man lying on the floor with his face smashed, holding a gun and a mini cassette player. Seeing the dead body of a possible suicide victim, their urge to get free increases, and Adam starts to pull harshly on the chain. The other man says that it is no use pulling on the chain as he has already tried it, and he introduces himself as Dr. Lawrence Gordon. The doctor asks what the last thing he remembers is, and they both find that the last thing in their minds is being safe in their respective houses. Adam thinks that they are here because someone wants to sell their organs and asks Gordon to check for any scars, but they find nothing. Gordon says that whoever brought them here must have wanted something from them, so instead of thinking about how they got here, they should try to find something. He points at a brand new wall clock and says that their kidnapper wants them to know the time. Adam starts to look around and finds a cassette in his pocket. Gordon also follows suit and finds a cassette of his own. They also find a key which they try to use to open the chain, but both attempts fail. They decide to take the player from the dead man's hand, and Adam uses his shirt and then uses the drain chain from the bathtub to play his cassette. In his cassette, a man talks and says that Adam might die in this room, so he should do something to save himself. In fear of breaking the player, he asks Gordon to throw his cassette and play it. In Gordon's recording, the kidnapper says that Gordon's family, his wife and a daughter, are in custody, and if he doesn't kill Adam by 6 p.m, his family will die and he will rot in this room. Gordon asks for the recorder and carefully listens to it. He hears a whisper saying to follow their heart. He looks around and finds a heart on the flush tank. He asks Adam to look in it and they find a bag with 2 hacksaws. They both rush to cut the chains, but Adam's saw breaks, which makes Gordon realise that saws are meant for their feet and not for the chains. Gordon says that he might have known who did this because he was a suspect in the case. A few months ago, the police found a series of murders with most of the victims murdered brutally. The victims usually had to find an escape to get themselves free, as it seems the killer likes to play games. On one crime scene, police found a penlight. Gordon was in his office discussing a patient's case when the detectives came to him to interrogate the murders. They told him that they found his penlight on a crime scene and would like his full cooperation. Gordon has an alibi, but he was reluctant to tell them about it. When his lawyer advised him to tell them about the alibi, he agreed and provided his alibi, which got him out of suspicion. But detectives Singh and Tapp asked him to view the testimony of the only survivor of this killing, a girl named Amanda. The girl was tied with a metal helmet that could break her jaw, and she had to find the key in a man's stomach. She had managed to cut through the man's stomach and find the key, so she survived. After Gordon got released, the detectives remained on the case and, following the clues in Amanda's video, found a warehouse. In the warehouse, they found a victim tied to a chair with drills slowly going towards him. They hid in the house and managed to catch the culprit, but he cut the throat of Detective Tapp, and when Singh went behind the culprit, leaving the injured Tapp there, he walked right into the gun trap of the culprit and got himself killed. In the present, Adam and Gordon find that they are being watched through a camera. As they start to talk about Gordon's family, he tosses his wallet towards Adam to show him the pictures of his daughter Diana. In the wallet, Adam finds a picture of Gordon's wife and daughter being held, along with a note saying that sometimes we find a clue with our eyes closed. He hides the picture and gives Gordon's wallet back. Meanwhile, Gordon's wife Alison and daughter Diana are being held captive in their house by a man holding a gun to their heads. Detective Tapp, who got discharged from the police when Detective Singh got killed, still believes that Gordon is the serial killer and is watching the doctor's house on his own. Adam and Gordon are getting frustrated with their situation, as Gordon thinks that Adam knows something and is not telling him. Adam asks him to turn off the lights for a second, and when the room goes dark, they are supposed to look for something glowing on the wall. Behind Gordon, Gordon breaks a portion of a wall that was glowing and finds a box inside. He opens it with the key they had found earlier and finds a cell phone, a lighter, and 2 cigarettes inside. Gordon also finds a note saying that he can kill Adam without using a gun. Adam asks for cigarettes, but Gordon refuses and tries to make a call. But he soon realizes that the phone is only meant to receive calls. Gordon recalls how he got kidnapped and says that he was coming back from the office when he felt that there was someone else in the parking lot besides himself. Then a pig-masked man came out of nowhere, and I don't remember much after that. Gordon then says that Adam is still not telling him how he knew to turn off the lights. When he pressed Adam, he showed him the picture of his wife and daughter and said that he couldn't muster the courage to show it to him. Gordon gets desperate and thinks of a plan as he soaks a cigarette in the poisonous blood of the dead man and asks Adam to go along with his plan. He gives the other cigarette to Adam, showing the camera that it is a poisoned one. Adam follows the instruction and plays dead after choking a little. But he gets electrocuted and wakes up, crashing their plan. Adam also remembers being kidnapped. He came back from work that day and found a puppet in his room, where he has photos of Gordon. As Gordon is trying to cut the chains in his desperation to get out, he receives a call on the phone. His daughter Diana talks to him, crying, and she says that she is scared because there is a man in their house holding a gun. Alison then comes on the phone and tells Gordon not to believe Adam's lies. When Gordon confronts Adam about it, he reveals that he is a photographer who gets paid for taking pictures of famous people. And he also got paid to take pictures of Gordon. He explains the appearance of the man who paid him, which makes Gordon realise that it was Detective Tapp who was paying Adam. He tells Gordon that he also knows about his affair with a student. Listening to this, Gordon only deduces that his affairs might be the reason he is here. Adam looks at the pictures he took last night and finds a man in one of them. Gordon sees it and recognises the man as Zepp from his hospital. Adam looks at the clock and realises that it is already 6 o'clock. At Gordon's house, Zepp attacks Alison without knowing that she had freed herself earlier. Alison fights with Zepp, and their noises alert Tapp, who comes in time and saves them. After a fight with Zepp, the detective chases him, but gets shot in the chest instead. On the other side, Gordon is listening to the gunshots and fighting, so he thinks his family got killed. Enraged and desperate, he cuts off his foot, takes the gun from the dead man, and shoots Adam, who luckily survives. When Zepp comes into the bathroom to kill Gordon, Adam attacks him with a toilet tank lid and kills him. Gordon gets out of the bathroom to find an escape, while Adam searches for Zepp to find something. He finds a cassette there, which is another note from the killer, revealing that Zepp is another part of the killer's game as he is trying to find the antidote for the poison he is injected with. Suddenly, the dead body on the floor stands up. He says that he is the real killer, John Kramer, and tells Adam that he flushed his key in the bathtub when he woke up. Adam tries to shoot him with Zepp's gun, but he gets electrocuted again, while the killer leaves him there to die and goes away after saying, "Game over." If you like this film, please consider giving us a sub and a like, it really helps us out. Please leave a comment in the section below on what you would like to see next. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.